Howdy folks, Creepy Kentucky and here with you from DEADPIT.com. Happy early Halloween, boys. We are less than a week away from that magical day. Today, our good friends over at Synapse Films brings us the standard edition of the long-awaited, much-anticipated creature feature from the 1980s. We waited on this thing for over 10 years at least. Seems like at least. Don May, Jerry Chandler, those guys finally got the okay to release this new 4K remastered edition earlier this year in a box set. Well, it's kind of a box set. It's a Steelbook limited edition. It's a 3-disc. I think there's a soundtrack, there's a DVD, and a Blu-ray. But if you didn't want to fork out $50 for this edition, which is very nice, by the way, I'll showcase it here for you guys. Steelbook, all the extra goodies. Very nice edition. But if you didn't have $50 to throw down, and you just want the movie, right? I mean, a lot of the times that's what I want as well. So very recently, this edition came out of the Kindred, the standard Blu-ray version, which is in a black Blu-ray case, which I gotta say looks really, really nice. And this movie had a hard time, very difficult time getting a release. If you want to hear the details on that, we did have Don May Jr. on the show last year. I will link that interview that we did in the description. Tells the entire story in detail. But finally, the Kindred is out on home video again for the very first time since the VHS days. And this movie is a lot of fun. It'd been many years since I'd seen it, but I am glad and happy that this movie in particular got the Don May Jr. treatment. The transfer on this, fantastic. The movie itself is a lot of fun too. Let's go ahead and get into that. This movie directed by Jeffrey Obro and Stephen Carpenter, the same dudes that brought us The Dorm That Dripped Blood a couple of years before this. This one right here follows John, who is a scientist. His mother was also a scientist, and on her deathbed, she begs of John to go back to her home and destroy all of her genetic experiments. John doesn't know what the hell is it? Is she talking out of her head? What's going on? Right, so she passes away. At the mother's funeral, he meets up with Melissa, played by Amanda Pays, who is a huge fan of his mother's work. And those two together have kind of a little bit of a romance thing going on as well. And they decide, hey, we'll go back to Mom's house, bring a couple of friends, and see what all these experiments and everything is about. Little do they know, something else is living in the house. It's hungry and it's pissed off. And even more surprising, it's John's brother, who is this fucking thing right here. So, this is a creature feature. This is cheesy. But I gotta say, guys, this is a whole lot of fun. You know, the perfect movie to watch around this time of year. There's some excellent makeup effects in this. Matthew Mungle did a lot of the creature effects in this. He worked on Just Before Dawn, Nightmare on Elm Street 3, tons of stuff. I think The Dorm That Dripped Blood he was also working on too. Still working Hollywood to this day, actually. So very, very talented. The creature effects and everything looked insane in this too. It'd been many years since I'd seen this, and I had a whole lot of fun with this. The transfer on this, guys, you want to get into the Synapse Films release of this thing looks fantastic. Looks like a brand new movie. Included as extra features on this, loaded up with special features. You do have a nearly hour-long making of documentary that our good friend Michael Slipcase Felcher did. Very informative. Lots of people pretty much the entire cast from the movie came back for this too. So audio commentary with Jeffrey O'Brien, Stephen Carpenter, and it's moderated by our good buddy Uncle Creepy. A special compilation of creature effects artists Michael McCracken Jr.'s never before seen on set footage, still gallery, storyboards, and all that good stuff. Synapse Films always does a fantastic job with their releases, guys. And this is one that you will definitely want to pick up. It's a high recommendation for me. The Kindred is a whole lot of fun. It's kind of the 80s prosthetic makeup effects at its height, I think, around, the mid to late 80s. It kind of got insane. And then they introduced the shitty CG, the computer effects and stuff like that in the early 90s, it seemed like. But hey, we're still in the 80s with the Kindred. It's a great release and one that you'll want to check out. It is out now. Check it out. Check us out over at DEADPIT.com.
Give us the thumbs up.
Up your butts.
Like, subscribe. And if you subscribe, here's something else you can do. Once you subscribe, you can click the bell notification, right? And it'll notify you anytime that Dead Pit puts up new shit.
Or don't. I really don't give a if you do.
I want you to. I don't care. Let's keep our community growing here on YouTube.
I don't like it. I don't want you to do nothing.
Listen, they need to do that, pal.
No, don't you dare touch it.
Thumbs up. Subscribe. And click that bell.
Hey everyone, it's your old buddy O'Curly Jones, and I'm here to talk about Dead Pit over at TeamPublic.com. They got some new fucking shirts out for you. You got the Dead Pit Radio, it's time to get spooky. You got the Rad Season, the Rad Pack. Halloween Havoc, can't go wrong with that. And some other great shirts like November 1st. You got Pit at Night and Born to be Rad, spooky. It just keeps getting fucking better and better, boss. Uncle Rad, now go on over and get these shirts now, because they're only there for a limited time, especially the spooky ones. So get them while they're hot. Right now, over at TeamPublic.com. Do it now. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. Dead Pit on Patreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows and fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. Dead Pit on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.